So I'm Gillian Seeley, and I'm an independent volunteer who has a day job in the corporate world, and in my free time I try to help refugees however I can. And most recently I was volunteering on the border of Macedonia. We crowdfunded some money, and we just kind of packed up and went and spoke to people and listened to their stories and passed out food and bought clothing and things for families that were badly in need. And we helped one family in particular who had been through a terrible time in Syria, including kidnappings, and 2 of their children had been killed. And with the border being closed, they felt so hopeless that they were going to go back to Syria, but we actually convinced them to stay. And we've used some of our funds to put them up in a house for a month, and we're trying to help them get asylum. I think the greatest issue is helping individuals understand their own power, and that just because your government and the media aren't paying attention to the crisis, that doesn't mean you don't have a voice. It doesn't mean you can't be a powerful actor. Individuals can do good for other individuals, and if everybody adopted that attitude, what a wonderful place the world could be. So I'm a dual citizen of the US and the UK, and while I'm not personally impacted by the refugee crisis on a familial level, I feel greatly ashamed of both governments for not really stepping up to the plate and doing their bit to take more people in who desperately need help. That's why I felt motivated to do something myself as an individual citizen. I think what independent people can do is find a balance between how much time you have and how much monetary resource you're able to gather or raise on sites like GoFundMe or other crowdfunding websites, and just pack up and go. You can do a lot of good by just walking around a refugee camp and talking to people, showing them that you care, listening to their stories, and understanding what they're going through and what their needs are. And even if you don't provide them any physical support, just by being a listening, compassionate person, you're doing a great deal of good for them. And then come back and tell those stories and share it on your social networks and petition your government to really do something.